Good evening. This is the Accessory Apartment Review Board. Please silence your cell phones and let us stand to salute the flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic to which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Madam Secretary, will you please call the roll?
Yes. Sandra Thomas.
Present.
Harold Wade.
Here.
Carolyn Bavona.
Present.
Peter DeNegris.
Present.
Stephanie Harris absent. Carolyn Vasily. Lamont Wilson.
Present.
Saba Umchunguzi.
Yeah.
Keith Hayward.
Present.
David Bishop, counsel to the board. Right here.
Banks? Please come. Sharon and Vivian Banks? Okay, thank you. Good evening.
Good evening.
Please state your name and your address.
Sharon Banks, 95 West 20th Street, Deer Park, New York.
Okay.
Vivian Banks, same address.
You have to state it for me,
95
please.
West 20th Street, Deer Park, New York.
And do you swear to tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth?
Nothing but the truth.
Okay. And do you own any other property in the town of Babylon?
No.
Okay. Let the record show that the banks have submitted an affidavit of posting. The property was inspected on 8/2/23. They have submitted New York driver's license, a PSE&G bill, a Cablevision bill, and a bank account statement. In addition, they have requested a parking waiver. The waiver indicates that the above applicant has stated that their existing driveway can accommodate 3 cars and that the property is not rented but used by family only, and that the commissioner is recommending that the waiver be granted, but that the property owner understands that if there is any complaints regarding parking, that the waiver can be revoked, your permit, as well as the fact that the waiver is not transferable. So if you should sell your home, the waiver is not transferable. Ms. Banks, where is your accessory apartment?
Upstairs,
And how many bedrooms are there?
2 bedrooms.
Would you speak into the mic?
Sure. 2 bedrooms.
Okay. And is that apartment currently occupied?
Yes.
Okay. All right. I will take a motion. Oh, is there anybody here who would like to be heard on this application? Hearing none, is there anyone from the board like to ask a question?
No, but I'll make a motion to approve.
Second.
Okay, it's been moved by Lamont and seconded by Carrie. All in favor?
Aye.
All right. Your application has been approved with the parking waiver. Okay. You can take down your sign, and your permit is renewable in 3 years.
Okay, thank
And
you.
you will receive a permit in the mail. Thank
Okay,
you.
Thank you. Have a good evening.
Good night. Thank you.
You too.
Fernandez? Andreas Fernandez? Okay. We'll hold that one. Sylvia Blair? Good evening, Ms. Blair.
Hi, good
Would you
evening,
please
everybody.
state your name and your address?
Sylvia Blair, 11 Farragut Avenue, Lindenhurst, New York, 11757.
And do you swear to tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
And Ms. Blair, do you own any other property in the town of Babylon?
No.
Okay. Let the record show that Ms. Blair has submitted an affidavit of posting that the property was inspected on 8/11/23. She has submitted a New York driver's license, a bank account statement, a credit card statement, and a mortgage statement. Okay. Ms. Blair, where is your accessory apartment?
It's downstairs, the first level,
Okay, and how many bedrooms are there?
1 bedroom.
Okay, and is that apartment currently occupied?
No.
Okay. Is there anyone here that would like to be heard on this application? Is there any questions from the board?
Motion to approve?
I'll second.
Motion by Carolyn, seconded by Pete. All in favor?
Aye.
Ms. Blair, your application has been
All right,
approved.
thank you.
You can take down your sign. Your permit will come to you in a few weeks, and renewal in 3 years.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you very much.
Appreciate it.
Have a nice evening.
You too.
Okay. Zaman and Sultana.
Hello, hi, how are you?
Would you please state your name and your address?
Yeah, my name is Rakibuz Zaman, and 10 East Pendle Court, Deer Park, New York, 11729.
And do you swear to tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth?
Yes, I do.
All right. And so where is Zaman?
Yes.
There's two of you, right? Rakubu Zaman?
Rakibuz Zaman.
Is,
I am the Rakibuz Zaman, and
Oh,
my
and
wife's
who-
name is Nasrin Sultana.
oh, your wife is Sultana?
My
Oh,
wife is
okay,
Sultana.
thank you. I thought it was two people, it is two people.
Yes, my wife.
Thank you. Do you own any property, other property in the town of Babylon? Okay. Let the record show that Mr. Zaman has submitted an affidavit of posting that the property was inspected on 6/27/23. He has submitted a New York driver's license and a bank account statement. And a PSE&G statement. Mr. Zaman, where is your accessory apartment?
The level of the
First floor?
Yeah,
And how many bedrooms are there?
1 bedroom.
Okay. Is there anyone, is that apartment occupied?
I just rented right now.
Say that again?
I just rented.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. And how many people are,
Only one.
okay. Is there anyone here that would like to be heard on this application? Is there any questions from the board?
Motion to approve. Second.
Motion by Saba, seconded by Harold. All in favor?
Aye.
Okay. Your application has been approved. You can take down your sign. You will receive your permit in a couple of weeks, and renewal in 3 years.
Thank you, I really appreciate
Thank you
Have a
very
nice
much.
evening.
Have a
Thank you
nice
too.
evening.
Night.
Good night.
accepting me in Babylon after 30 years coming from New York City. Thank you.
Have a nice
welcome.
evening. Bye-bye.
Good night.
Fernandez, Andreas Fernandez. Good evening.
Hi.
Would you please state your name and your address?
Andres Fernandez, 129 Madison Avenue, Amityville.
And do you swear to tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
And Mr. Fernandez, do you own any other property in the town of Babylon?
No.
Okay. Let the record show that Mr. Fernandez has submitted an affidavit of posting that the property was inspected on 8/7/23. He submitted a bank account statement, a credit card statement, a Suffolk County Water Authority bill, and a New York driver's license. Mr. Fernandez, where is your accessory apartment?
First floor,
And how many bedrooms are there?
2.
And is that apartment currently occupied?
Yes,
Okay. And how many people are,
2.
okay. Is there anyone here that would like to be heard on this application? Okay. Is there any questions from the board? Okay. Motion by Keith and seconded by Carrie to approve this application. All in favor?
Aye.
Okay. Mr. Fernandez, your application has been approved. You can take down your sign. You will receive your permit in 2 weeks and renewal in 3 years.
All right, thank you.
Thank you very much. Good night. Okay. At this time, we'll have excuse me, are you here for the public hearing? Yes. Okay. Sandy Marimol? Okay. Sandy Marimol, okay. Julady?
Yes, Sandy Marmol and Julady Jimenez.
Good evening. Would you
Hi,
please
good
state
evening.
your name and your address?
Sure, Julady Jimenez, 49 Rutland Road, West Babylon, New York.
And you, sir?
My name is Sandy Marmo, 49 Rulang Road, West Babylon.
Do you swear to tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
Okay. We are here this evening because we have received documentation about continuous complaints regarding noise at your residence. The above property has a rental permit which was issued February 24th, 2021. However, there continues to be complaints regarding extremely loud music in the late evenings or numerous occasions. Therefore, in accordance with Town Code 15315, the matter will be placed on Town Accessory Apartment Board for review. Revocation hearing, this is a revocation hearing of your permit. And so we're concerned about the noise, about the continuous complaints. We have several police complaints, and we have one
You-
as recently.
Okay, let me know when you're done so I
Sure.
can.
Well,
Okay.
so do you have a response to that?
Yes, I do. First of all, I'm a little bit shocked about this because this is the first letter that I received saying that you have been receiving continuous complaints about loud music. I actually have, as you can see, I have twins that are autistic, so children with special needs, and they're very sensitive to loud music. So there is no way that I can be having extremely loud music in my house. Also, the apartment that we are renting, the people who live there are a couple, and they also have a child that he has Down syndrome, and they have never had any parties in my house, so it's just us and the couple. And we just have family reunions, sometimes like this summer, maybe I will have to say maybe about, like about 3 or 4 times. But there was only one time that the police went, and actually the police officer did say that he noticed that the music was not unreasonable, and he said, oh, just maybe lower your voice a little because, you know, I'm just doing my job here, but I had to tell you that they were making complaints, but I've never had music like after midnight or late in the evening, like you're saying, and this is the first time that I'm receiving something like that, and it's very shocking to me, especially because I cannot be playing extremely. I even have paperwork here that shows that my kids are sensitive to loud music, and I cannot be having noise in my house. So I'm just thinking that maybe it's the type of music that have been played because we are Hispanic and we are the only Hispanic people around there, and maybe the music that we are playing, they perceive it as loud because it's ridiculous to me, and I had to be honest with you because it's not happening the way that, you know, it's not happening that way. So I have no words. It's very shocking to me.
We have records indicate that the police have responded to your house 11 times.
11 times?
Yep, reporting?
No. So I would like to see the reports that they have spoken to me. There was only one time, 11 times.
Yes, 11 times, and it indicates that it was a disturbance. And their dates were,
The
It's
date when
si-
the
well,
police
it's
went
si-
there was the
it's
4th of
si-
July. I do remember it was once, but I haven't. So who's talking to the police? Because we are the owners and we are the only people there. And we just have been having, like I said, a couple of family reunions, just family. It's not like, I don't understand what they're saying that it's extremely loud music late at night. It's like we are having parties every day. He works 6, sometimes 7 days a week, and he's only off on Mondays. So sometimes we get together on Sundays and we bring family because, of course, you know, we bought this house. We have been putting a lot of work into it. We love our house, but at the same time, we have a life, and we want to, you know, get with our family. And it's so sad that he works. I'm in the house with both of them because, like I said, they're autistic, and I had to be like I'm with them taking care of my twins. But he works 6 days a week, and the only day that we can get together is on Sundays. So, you know, we even bought like a small speaker to try not to bother anybody. And we have been trying to follow, you know, we registered this apartment, trying to follow all the rules, everything.
So you're the owner of the property?
Yes, we are.
Okay, and I see, and it's your testimony that your music ends before 12 o'clock?
Yes,
Right,
for
because
sure.
The statute says that loud music has to end at 11.
Okay, yeah. Actually, the time when I spoke to the police officer, like I said, it was about 6:30 in the afternoon. And it was the 4th of July. And I was like, you know.
Well, I don't know why the police would respond at 6:30 in the evening, because it's supposed to be after 11 o'clock. But at any rate, we have to discuss this complaint. So have any of your neighbors expressed concern to you?
No, not at all. That's what I'm saying. It's really shocking because this is the first time that I hear that this is a big problem. And if there is something that we can do to, you know, resolve this, but at the same time, I want to be able to get
Certainly.
together with my family, because that's why we bought the house. We put a lot of effort into it. We spent a lot of money. We don't want to move out,
Yeah.
but
Well,
we
we're
love
not
our
asking-
house.
We're not asking you to move, but we are asking you to be sensitive to your neighbors, and that we are saying to you that we've received numerous complaints regarding loud music. And those complaints can only come after 11 o'clock, when music is played after 11 o'clock.
Okay.
So, is there anyone here that would like to be heard on this?
I have a question.
Okay, are there questions from the board?
Yes,
Okay.
how long have you lived in this house?
Since 2021, right?
Okay.
About 3 years.
Yeah, it was just, the complaints are in 2021, 2022, and 2023, so, okay, that's all I didn't know.
I think it was the 4th of July. Last year.
No.
July 5th, I think.
Yeah, July 5th in 2021.
No. Mm-mm. Well, this year, yes, once. This
Well,
year, once.
We have this year, we have
I think.
April 23rd, May 8th, 23rd, May 29th, and June 13th. June 13th was an aided case, so.
June 13?
Yeah. Was there an illness at the house? Was there illness at the house?
No.
It's an aided case.
Mm-mm.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
All right, and as I said before, is there anyone here that wanted to be asked on this? All right, so the board will consider your testimony, and you're saying that you have evidence indicating that your youngster cannot take noise?
Yes, I do. And I even have here, let me show you.
We'll accept that.
Okay. I have the reports from the Babylon Union Free School District. I have their psychological evaluations, all of that. And, you know, they're actually very sensitive to extremely loud noise, even to regular noise. Like they keep holding their ears, and when there's a lot of noise, they cry, they get really irritated because they have autism, both of them, of my twins. So, you know what, it's very shocking to me because we do get together, like I said, some family reunions, but it's not extremely loud music, it's normal music, and we just do it sometimes on Sundays because other days we cannot get together because he's always working.
Thank you very much.
Okay.
All right, so I will take a motion to place this one reserved. Carrie?
So the tenants, I also have the lease here. It's a couple with the son. The son, he has the same age, about 2 or 3 years old, and he has Down syndrome, which is even worse. And they have never had not even one party. They're excellent tenants, I have to say. They don't even play any music. Like the music that we have played, it's ours actually, and I have to say, and it's with family and stuff like that. They don't play music. They're, you know, excellent.
All right. Well, thank you very much. We would like to just make sure that you're conscious of yourself and your music and your community and your neighbors. We want in Babylon everyone to be good neighbors.
Yes, I'm gonna try my best to see what we can do about this because.
I'll take a motion to put this in reserve.
Can I just ask
One more question.
Okay, sure.
I'm sorry. Have you had any problems with any of the neighbors in the area?
Okay, so I had to say 2 things that this may be, I don't know, but the neighbors that are like on the right side of us, they have a dog that a lot of times crosses our fence and goes to our backyard. And there have been times that, you know, I'm afraid to have my children playing in the backyard because it's a big dog and they're afraid to dogs and it doesn't have a leash. And I did went there and I told them that it's been about 3 times that the dog crosses the fence and goes to my backyard and starts running. And I don't want the dog to bite my kids. So I did go there and they got a little bit upset. They were saying, oh, it's you know, he's not gonna do anything to your children, this and that. And they did, you know, close the door and got a little bit upset about me complaining about it. I actually said it in a nice way. I was like, can you please, you know, make sure that your dog doesn't cross the fence and go to my backyard because I don't want the dog to bite my children. And like the other day, he had to jump. He was like on top of a chair, like and the dog was around him and all of that. So that's the only time where I had to go and say something to somebody, and I did go. And there is the ones that are across from my house. The wife actually went maybe like a couple of months ago to my house and knocked at the door, and she did say, she asked me, she was like, can you move the car from, can you move the car from my property or something like that. I was like, what car? Like, that's my car. The red car is my car. That's the only car that I have. And he has 1 car, and the tenants downstairs have 1 car. So it's 3 cars, and we put it in our driveway. That's not my car. And she was like, are you sure it's not? She thought that maybe it was somebody in my property that parked the car in her property. But I don't know what made her think that it was us. Because, you know, and she did went to my property and asked me to move the car, and that made me think that she maybe thinks that if somebody's parking in front of her property, it's coming from our property.
Okay, so, all right, so there've been a couple of little incidences.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, so if you would give your statement about the noise for your children to our secretary.
Sure. And I can give you copies also of, you know, the Babylon School District report and all of that, and where they're going, the school that they're going, that there are children with special needs and everything.
Thank you. So, you know, it's just it's the town's responsibility to make sure that we address issues that come before us and complaints that come before us. And that's what we're here for today. We're taking your testimony in consideration, and we thank you for coming.
Thank you
Okay.
for listening.
Okay.
I'd like
Thanks
to
a
make
lot. I
motion
really
to
appreciate
place
it. Okay.
This application
let me
on
give
the
it to-
reserve calendar.
All right, so all in favor?
Aye.
Okay. This application's been placed on the reserve. Thank you.
Thank you.
Have a nice evening. Yes. Ashraf? Okay. Yeah, we're going to ask you to hold on for just a second till the secretary finishes, and then... Yeah. Thank you very much. Okay, have a nice evening. All right. All right, would you please state your name and your address?
Yes, Fauzia Ashraf.
Can you pull the mic down?
Fauzia Ashraf, 46 West Monroe Road in Lindenhurst, 11575.
Hi, she has trouble, I'm her daughter-in-law, but she has trouble speaking, so I'm just standing next to
Okay,
her.
so
That's
would you
okay?
state your name and your
Sure.
address as well?
Absolutely. Annette Ashraf, 46 West Minerva Road. Annette Ashraf, 46 West Minerva Road, Lindenhurst, New York, 11757. Yes.
Yes.
Annette. Annette.
Okay. And do you swear to tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. And do you own any other property in the town of Babylon? Okay. We're here this evening for a possible revocation hearing for your property located at 46 Minerva Road West. The property has a rental permit which was issued on May 24th, 2022. However, there continues to be complaints to the town code that a business is being run from this property, and that you're using this property as an Airbnb. Is that correct?
So, yeah, it was short-term rental. We were unaware of this until the town inspector came, and I actually spoke to him, and I didn't know, because when we got the rental permit, before we got the rental permit, they gave us a violation for not having a rental permit 2 years ago. And the reason why they gave us the violation was because they saw us on Airbnb. They printed it out, and they gave us that, like, proof. So we weren't aware, and they gave us the rental permit, and then the town inspector came recently and told us about that. So we just weren't aware.
But do you understand that you cannot run
Yes.
a short-term
Yes,
business, an Airbnb at that
absolutely.
property?
We were advised, and we're aware now, and we have removed it.
Yeah, you-
What do you mean? The house? No. Exactly. Yeah.
Sure. But you understand that the town of Babylon does not allow short-term rentals.
I understand that. I
Yeah.
did. We didn't know that.
Yeah,
And also like when, huh?
It's confused by the ad. It says entire home.
Oh yeah, no. It's separate. But we just weren't aware of it. And also like when we look at Airbnb, there's a house down the block from us that has it as well. And there's other places in West Babylon and Amityville. So we just didn't know. We just didn't know,
And
honestly.
the town, unfortunately or fortunately, we're addressing yours.
Exactly.
And the town will be addressing all of those.
Yeah.
Because they are illegal. You're not allowed to run a business in a residential zone area.
Yeah.
And so we want you to understand that your permit will probably be revoked.
Do you have a tenant now?
No.
I mean, what is your plan if you're...
So that's why I wanted to know, is it possible for our revocation, for our permit not to be revoked? Because now that we understand that we can't do that, we don't plan on doing that. What we want to do is just rent it out to maybe one family because it would help us pay the mortgage.
So long-term rental.
Huh? Yes.
To long-term rental.
Long-term rental. So nobody has ever told us, like, this various complaints, but I wasn't aware of anything until the town inspector came and knocked on the door, and then he told us. And when he told us, I understood it, and, you know, going forward, we wouldn't want to break the town code or the laws, you know? So we were hoping that you guys can give us a chance to just rent it out to, like, a small family.
Well, we'll take your request under consideration, and we thank you for coming and testifying.
Okay.
Is there anyone that would like to be heard on this application or on this hearing?
And I'd
Okay.
just like to say that, like, my husband, he's sick, so he doesn't work. So it's just me working, so it would help if we had some type of income.
Okay. Is there anybody from the board like to ask a question?
No.
Anyone else? Okay, I'll take a motion to place this on reserve.
I'll make a motion to place this on reserve.
Okay, it's been moved by Lamont and seconded by Carrie to place this application or this hearing, this revocation hearing on reserve. All in favor?
Aye.
So-
What does reserve mean?
It means that we're going to make a decision, we're going to consider your testimony, we're going to, and then we'll make a decision, and that we will notify you. Okay?
By mail? The house?
Yes,
Oh.
yes, yes. Thank
Okay,
you.
thank you.
Thank you very much.
Have a good evening.
Probably try to rent it at your. Okay.
Thank you.
Good night. Have a nice evening.
You gotta-
All right. Good evening, Madam Chair, members of the board. I have for your consideration renewals by affidavit. Apologize for my chest cold. Number one is Hernandez, 310 Hawkins Boulevard, Copeg.
Motion to approve.
Second?
Motion by Lamont, seconded by Carolyn, all in favor?
Two is Chapman, 1115 Herzl Boulevard, West Babylon.
Motion to approve.
Second?
Motion by Lamont, seconded by Carolyn, all in favor?
Three is Kenke, 45 18th Street, West Babylon.
Motion to approve.
Second?
Motion by Lamont, seconded by Carolyn, all in favor?
Four is Uraheta, 39 Scott Avenue, Deer Park.
Motion to approve.
Second?
Motion by Lamont, seconded by Carrie, all in favor?
Five is Cinepledes, 330 44th Street, North Lindenhurst.
Second?
Motion by Carolyn, seconded by Harold, all in favor?
Six is Finnan Trust, 103 Ferreras Avenue Street, Copeg.
Second?
Motion by Carolyn, seconded by Harold, all in favor?
Seven is Shahigian and Frederick, 115 16th Street, West Babylon.
Second?
Motion by Carolyn, seconded by Harold, all in favor?
Eight is Gottlieb, 27 Maybrook Road, North Babylon.
Second?
Motion by Carolyn, seconded by Harold, all in favor?
Nine is Rodesno and Bonilla, 47 Colombo Drive in Deer Park.
Second?
Motion by Carolyn, seconded by Harold, all in favor?
10 is Piaseca, 366 West 23rd Street, Deer Park.
Motion to approve. I'll second.
Motion by Harold, seconded by Pete, all in favor?
11 is Vickers, 619 Empire Avenue, North Babylon.
Motion to approve. Second.
Motion by Harold, seconded by Pete, all in favor?
12 is Jane, 27 Central Avenue, North Babylon.
Motion to approve. Second.
Motion by Harold, seconded by Pete, all in favor?
13 is Cardali Life Estate, 1409 10th Street, West Babylon.
Motion to approve.
Motion by Pete, seconded by Keith, all in favor?
14 is Kumar, 193 Amsterdam Avenue, West Babylon.
Motion to approve. Second.
Motion by Pete, seconded by Keith, all in favor?
15 is Darius, 191 Suburban Avenue, Deer Park.
Motion to approve. Second.
Motion by Pete, seconded by Keith, all in favor?
16 is Gert, 190 10th Avenue, West Babylon.
Motion by Keith, seconded by Saba, all in favor?
17 is DeBella, 1025 5th Street, West Babylon.
Motion by Keith, seconded by Saba, all in favor?
18 is Portillo, 1402 Second Street, West Babylon.
Motion by Keith, seconded by Saba. All in favor?
19 is Powell, 116 North 16th Street, Wheatley Heights.
Motion by Saba, seconded by Carrie. All in favor?
20 is Herrera and Mejia, 23 Irene Street, North Lindenhurst.
Motion by Saba, seconded by Carrie. All in favor?
21 is Rocco, 2 Perry Place, Lindenhurst.
Motion by Saba, seconded by Carrie. All in favor?
Aye.
22 Cornejo, 132 7th Street, North Lindenhurst.
Second.
Motion by Carrie, seconded by Lamont. All in favor?
23 is Pamal, 14 Walnut Avenue East in Farmingdale, East Farmingdale.
Second.
Motion by Carrie, seconded by Lamont. All in favor?
Aye.
24 is Prifty, 9 Fuller Avenue, West Babylon.
Second.
Motion by Carrie, seconded by Lamont. All in favor?
Aye.
Madam Chair, I just have one question on the renewal by affidavit, number 8, Mark Gottlieb. I see that it said there was an asterisk, void parking waiver, expanded driveway.
Meaning they expanded the drive.
Right.
Right, so they took care of it.
Right, could we send an inspector just to do a drive-by, or?
You can. I think
Okay.
what they're telling you is that it was done,
Yes.
so he doesn't need the
exactly
waiver
what they're
anymore, but,
saying,
right.
Exactly. But just let's do that, if they could just send an inspector to do a drive-by.
Make a motion
Make a motion
to accept, send an
have the
inspector
inspector go
to.
to inspect the driveway, a drive-by inspection.
I could just tell Monica, but you can make the motion. All right.
And I'd like to,
Is motion to send an inspector to do a drive-by
yes,
inspection?
right.
Is there a second?
I made the motion. She seconded.
All in favor?
If the waiver's been voided, what's the point?
We just want to have something, we
Yes,
just need something in the
right.
records.
Yes, they waived, they voided it because it was expanded, but just let's, the record.
Have something in the records in the files.
Apparently, they reported it, and she wants verification,
Right.
okay?
Thank
Is it in writing?
I certainly will just share that with the secretary. All in favor?
I'd
Okay.
also like to accept the minutes of August 22nd, 2023.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
We also have one more reserve. Yes,
Reserved?
yes. We have 2 on the reserve. Yeah, because we're revoked.
Number 1 is Alawalia, 4 Brown Street, West Babylon.
This is the case that we heard at our last meeting, and he did not admit to living at the address. He said that he had an office at that address, and so we reserved decision. What's your pleasure?
Motion to revoke.
All right, is there a second?
Second.
It's been moved and second to revoke this application, this permit. I will poll the board. Carrie? Saba?
Yes.
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 Yes. Okay. It's been properly moved and seconded to revoke this permit of Shupal Ariwaya. Okay. All right. Thank you.
Do you want
Next.
to call, do you want to call number 2?
No, we're not going to call them.
Okay, then you're done.
Okay. Yes, we want to have discussion on 1 and 2 of the revocation. We can end the meeting and have our discussion. Okay, so I'll take a motion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn the meeting, Madam President.
Second.
It's been properly moved and seconded to adjourn this meeting. All in favor?